Hello, fifth grade. We are on language page 287. And yes, we are going to do some diagramming. So make sure that you have your language book and your diagram page ready. Okay, so on Think A, which is what we're doing first, it says underline the subjects once and the verbs twice. Well, you guys are pretty good at that already. And then it says diagram these sentences on your diagram paper. And these all contain the direct objects, and some have indirect objects, okay? So remember, when we start off with our diagramming, we have our verb, then we go ahead and do our subject, and then we do our direct object, and it has that vertical line right here after verb. Then, if we do have an indirect object, we would then have our diagonal line coming off of verb and then straight where we could then indicate our indirect object, okay? So let's take a look at number 1, and it says, little Joe scrubbed his dirty face, okay? So little Joe scrubbed his dirty face. What would be our verb? Scrubbed, right? So we're going to double underline scrubbed. Then, well, who did the scrubbing, right? Okay, that would be Joe. That is our subject, right? Now, what did Joe scrub? He scrubbed his face. Okay, so face is our direct object. Okay, now, does the face like go to somebody or anything, or giving it an indirect object? To whom does the face go to what? No, it does say his dirty, but that's describing face. Remember how we describe face? Okay, whose face? His face. What kind of face? Dirty face. So we know these are all adjectives modifying face, and we only have direct object. So when we go ahead and diagram, we would diagram with Joe scrubbed and then our line of face. Okay, now because we do have two adjectives, remember those are describing face, we would have those two coming off, his and dirty. Okay, we also have an adjective of little. Which Joe? Little Joe, right? So we would diagram it that way. How are we remembering that? Good?